Good morning students, this is Radha Madhavi, Department of Commerce from BRR and GKR Chambers Degree College. Today, I would like to explain the subject business leadership. This is core paper for 3rd week of 5th semester students. Here, the business leadership contains 3 units. The first unit is named as Introduction. In this unit, we learn about introduction to leader, what is leadership, who is leader, and what are the types of leader, and what are the good qualities of leader, and also about leadership development. And coming to the second unit, named as decision making and leadership. Decision making and leadership. Here we learn about decision making of leaders. How leaders take decisions in different situations. How leaders take decisions effectively to decrease organizational problems, to get good results. And also we learn about in the second unit organizational culture, power, impact, influence of leaders, and also about organizations, groups, leadership development. This is the second unit. And coming to the third unit, named as special topics. Special topics. Here, special topics means profiles of some inspirational persons. Students, we are learning about business leadership. So, we must know about some inspirational persons of business organizations. Some inspirational persons profiles of business organizations like Jamshedji Tata, Aditya Birla, Ellen Mittal, N.R. Narayana Murthy, Azim Premji, Swaraj Kar, Chanda Kochhar, etc. So, coming to the today's topic, business leadership. Today's topic, business leadership. Before going to discussing about business leadership, firstly we know about who is leader. Who is leader? Who is leader? And what is leadership? What is leadership? Who is leader? Actually, students, we discussed about these topics in previous classes, in 4th semester class, the paper leadership education. So, who is leader? The person who influences others is called as leader. The person who influences others is called as leader. The person, who is the person? The leader. Influences, in case the key word is influences. Influences others. Who are the others? Subordinates to leader. Subordinates to leader or followers of leader. In business organization, employees, workers and some other persons. The person who influences others is called as leader. Influence. What is meant by influence? Influence means the capacity to have an effect on character, behavior, development of someone or something or itself. Effect on itself. The capacity to have an effect on character, person's character or person's behavior. Who is the person? Follower. Here, leader always influences people. In business Leaders are motivating people. Leaders are directing towards to achieve good results. So, leader mostly influences his subordinates, his followers. So, here leader influences people. Who is the people? Subordinates, followers. So, what is meant by influence? The capacity to have an effect on character, behavior, development of someone or something, or effect on itself. It is meant by influence. So, leader has the capacity. Which capacity? Leader has the capacity. An effect on behavior of subordinates. An effect on character of subordinates. An effect on development of subordinates. Leader always guiding people. Leader wants to develop their subordinates. Leader wants to develop their organization. So here leader always influences his subordinates. So who are the persons? Who are the others? His followers and subordinates. It is leader. The person who influences others is called as leader. So coming to leadership. Leadership. What is leadership? Leadership may be viewed as the relationship between the leader and his subordinates. One more, relationship. Leadership may be viewed as the relationship between the leader and his subordinates. Why this relationship arises? Because this relationship arises because they are working. Who are they? The leader and the subordinates. They are working towards achieving a common goal. They are working towards achieving a common goal. Here, leader and subordinates working towards achieving a common goal. If it is business organization, what is the business organization's goal? Gaining profits or gaining goodwill in society. So, leader and subordinates working together to achieve common goal. So, here, what is leadership? Leadership may be viewed as the relationship between leader and his subordinates. The relationship arises because of their working towards achieve a common goal. Okay, students? Okay. Leadership is action of directing. Leadership is action of directing. Action of leading. Action of leading. Action of leading people, action of leading people or an organization. Here, leader leads the people and the organization. What is leads? The capacity to have an effect, influence. Okay, so leader leading the people and organization. Leader having the capacity of leading on people and organization. So this is called as leadership. Actually, students, leadership is a continuous process. Leadership is a continuous process. It is not about 1 day process or 1 week process and 1 week process. Organization's goals are once achieved and another goals are set to be organization. So leadership is continuous process. Okay, why leadership is needed? What is the need of leadership? Why leadership is needed? So because leadership is needed to initiate actions. To initiate actions. Why to initiate actions in organizations? Organization doing works like production and some other things, buying and selling of goods and some other things. So here work will be done, perfect works are done, perfect results are done. So here leader mustly perfectly initiate works to subordinates. So compulsory leadership is needed. And why leadership is needed? Building morale. All subordinates working with their capacities, their qualities, their education qualifications. Leader building morale building morale among the employees. With morale, with effective morale, all leaders are effectively working. All leaders are effectively working. And another importance, another need of leadership is coordination. Why coordination? Without the supportive help of influencers or without the supportive help of followers, leader may not get results. When perfect leader is there, without support of the followers, without help of the leader. Here, the followers and leaders are important in organization, in every organization. But when coordination missed between the leader and his subordinates, there will be no chance of getting good results. So coordination is very important. It is only done by leaders. Leaders will put coordination among leader and employees and between employees. Coordination is very essential. It is only possible by leaders. So here leadership is very important task. And we already told that leadership is a continuous process. So it is continuous process by years and years. So here leader providing guidance to his subordinates. Leader providing guidance to his subordinates. Leaders always guiding his subordinates towards achieving tasks, towards achieving organizational goals, towards developing themselves, towards increasing their creativities, increasing their qualities, increasing their skills. Leader always guiding people through their development. And another need is leader initiate the work and leader motivates the employees. Leader motivates the employees. Motivation is very important to everyone. Without motivation, one can't achieve good results. The motivation of employees is only done by the effective leader of organization. Here, leader motivate employees effectively, then we get good results from them. Okay, motivation is very important. So here we discuss about leadership. It is a continuous process. Now coming to the business leadership. Coming to the business leadership. Leadership in business organizations. Leadership in business organization. What is business? We already learned about business. What is business? What is the functions of business? What are the activities of business in previous classes. What is business? Business is a commercial activity. Business is buying and selling of goods and services to get more profits, and to get higher results. Here, business leadership. Business leadership means the capacity of company's management. The capacity of company's management to set and achieve company's goals. The capacity of company's management to set and achieve company's goals. Here business leadership. We are discussing about business leadership. The company's management must have the capacity to set and achieve business goals. Businesses are done for achieving good results, achieving good profits. So setting goals is very essential here. Here, business leaders setting business goals. That means achieving profits, achieving organizational goodwill, and putting organization in the number one position in the society. These are the business goals commonly. So, business leadership is very essential. In businesses, leadership is very essential. Actually, without leadership, all other Types of leadership. What are the types of leaders? First, we must know about tribe. What is tribe? Tribe means a genetically determined characteristic. Tribe means a genetically determined characteristic. The characteristic that may achieve through behavior. The characteristic that may achieve through behavior. Types of leadership. Here, types of leadership may categorize it into two types. Types of leadership may categorize it into two types. These types are achieved by leaders, different situations and different personalities. Types of leadership may categorize it into two types. The first type of tribe is general personality types. General personality types. And second type of tribe is task related personality type. Task related personality type. These are the two categories of tribes. A tribe is genetically determined characteristic. Tribe means the way of working, the way of style, the way of manner. Tribe is every leader contains different tribes. Actually, every man contains different tribes. Leaders contains different tribes. Actually, here we discuss about the common persons does common things. The common persons does common things. The extraordinary persons does extraordinary things. Peter Drucker says that an extraordinary person does extraordinary things. The works which are not done by common persons are truly done by the leaders. The extraordinary persons are the leaders. Here leaders does which common persons doesn't do. Here leaders does which common persons does not do. Leaders are the efficient persons. Leaders effectively work and common persons not only work. It is the main difference between leader and a common person. Everyone wants to be a leader. Everyone has several rights. But leaders has a effective rights and leaders have extraordinary rights. The rights of leaders have been grouped into two categories. The rights of leaders have been grouped into two categories. I already told that right means a genetically determined characteristic. So here is the two types of traits. First one is general personality traits. General personality traits. One cannot change personalities of the individuals. So here general personality traits are get by leaders by their character, their behavior, from their forefathers and others. So here general personality traits. First one is self-confidence. Self-confidence means faith in oneself. Faith in oneself. Without faith in ourselves, we can't put faith in others. Without faith in ourselves, we can't put faith in others. Self-confident leader always remains cool and cool others too. Self-confident leader remains cool and cool others too. In all situations, self-confident leaders may take decisions in different situations. So, self-confidence is very essential right in taking decisions and dealing with other persons and dealing in crucial situations and dealing in other authorities and other government authorities and etc. So, every leader must have this right self-confidence. Self-confidence. Actually, the followers of self-confident leaders always taking leaders' advices because they faith in their leader. Because self-confident leader always giving right suggestions and always try to achieve goals effectively. So coming to the next one, assertiveness. Assertiveness. Assertiveness is belongs to straightforward. Assertiveness refers to able to strike forward about ideas, opinions, feelings, demands. The assertive leader always strive forward towards his working conditions with his followers, with his management and others. A assertive leader always get good results. Why? Because assertive leaders strive forward in expressing his demands. Assertive leader forthright in expressing his demands, expressing his ways, his views and his opinions and beliefs. So by the way of straightforwardness, assertive leader always putting his decisions correctly, always taking his decisions correctly. So assertiveness is the essential trait to every leader. And coming to the next one, empathy. The trait empathy. One can put themselves in other person's shoes is the key trait to leaders. One can put themselves in other person's shoes is the essential trait to leaders. Empathy. Here, without empathy, we can't put trust. Without trust, we may not get good results. In empathy, the person who have empathy, the leader who have empathy on his workers or his followers, he may get good results on all situations. Empathic leader always treating people as in friendly manner. Empathic leader always treating people, his subordinates, as friendly nature. And coming to the next one, sense of humor. With the help of high degree of sense of humor. Here, the leader who has sense of humor leader, sense of humor. He acts as a laugher or tension reliever, boredom reliever, and initiates work with effective ways. Initiates work with effective ways. A sense of humor, this right sense of humor is useful in different situations to exactly putting odds, exactly giving suggestions and assigning works to his followers. With the help of sense of humor, leader may get friendly nature among their subordinates and employees. With the help of sense of humor, organizational environment will be in healthy environment. And coming to the next one, emotional stability. Emotional stability means ability to control emotions. Emotional stability means ability to control emotions. Emotions means we know what are the emotions or feelings, beliefs, or angriness and etc. Leader is a human being. Every human has different type of emotions. So with our every leader works with different people in different situations. So leader may get angry, leader may get some emotions, leader may get some fear, and it is not suitable to leaders. Leader mustly have this right emotional stability because he dealing with several persons and several situations and in decision making. So leader mustly have this right emotional stability means ability to control emotions. When leader have this right ability to control his emotions, he may get good results and he may explain about organizational views in correct way and he may explain organizational efforts or organizational goals effectively and he may assign works to the employees perfectly. It is the effective trait to every leader. And coming to the next one, honesty and true harassment or no blaming of employees and other people. He truly, honestly agree his efficiencies and deficiencies, his efficiencies and his disefficiencies. So when leader contains this right honesty, he may get good results. When leader behaves honestly with all other persons, he may getting good information from people. Getting good information from people. With the good information, we may resolve several problems and we may get good results. And coming to the next one, high level of tolerance and patience. It is very difficult, right? But every leader must have this trait. Every leader must have this trait. With the help of patience, here we already told that leader dealing with several persons, leader dealing with several organizations, several departments, management, and some other persons. So here patience is very important to leaders because leader took patience and leader acts as a wise man in an organization, and all organizational activities are done by leader with the help of subordinates. Without the help of subordinates or without the help of our followers, we can't get good results. When we dealing with patience with our followers may help us very effectively. So every leader must have this right patience. And coming to task-related personality traits. Task-related traits. These traits are achieved by persons or leaders by doing tasks. Actually, when we are working with different situations and different conditions, the passage of time and day by day with the help of work, we may get more efficiency. So here, task-related personality traits. Leaders get these type of traits by doing work and by their experiences. And their work. So the first one is task-related personality traits. Here the first one is passion for work and passion for people. We already told that leader deals with several persons. So here leader must have passion for people. So without passion for people, we don't know how to deal with people. We don't know how to talk with people. We don't know how to manage different situations in different persons. So the leader has some people who are their followers and others. So must a leader have this passion for people and passion for work. Here leader does more efficient work than others. We already told that. What is that? Leaders are effective persons. Which common man doesn't do, leader may do it. Extraordinary persons do extraordinary things. Common man does common things. So leader work is extraordinary work. So leader must have passion for work. And coming to the next one, emotional intelligence. We already discussed about emotional stability in general personality traits. What is meant by emotional stability? Ability to control emotions. Here, emotional intelligence. One must have emotional intelligence. The leader must have emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the key trait to every leader. With the help of emotional intelligence, leader may get more efficiency in work. What is meant by emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is the intelligence of controlling emotions. The intelligence in controlling emotions. Here, emotional intelligence may contains four factors. The first one is self-awareness. Self-awareness. Awareness. One must have self-awareness. Leader mustly have self-awareness. Why? Because leader dealing with several persons, and with the help of self-awareness, leader always knows what is his deficiencies and what is his inefficiencies. He must know what is his strengths and what is his weaknesses. Actually, leaders having self-awareness. With the help of self-awareness, for self-awareness, leaders use feedbacks. With the help of feedbacks, leaders may get what are their weaknesses, what are their strengths, what they doing, how they doing, and how to improve themselves, and how to take decisions. So, self-awareness is very essential trait to every leader. So, next one is self-management. Self-management. Self-management means oneself manage, one would manage his self. Here is self-management. The leader who contains the self-management trait has works efficiently when taking decisions and other situations. A self-managed leader also having self-control and self-managed. A self-managed leader is very intelligent person. Leader must know how to self-manage, like how is our organization, how it works. So, self-management is very essential trait to every leader. And coming to the next one, social awareness. Leader must have self-awareness. It is not enough. Leader also must have social awareness, because leader dealing with several persons, several situations, and I already told that. So, social awareness. Today's scenario, every business organization changes rapidly. So here, social awareness is very essential to every leader. Around what happening around us, what happening in our organization, what happening in our team members, what team members does, what team members are doing, what are the activities done by team members, what is the accountability of work, which is what are the innovations we may get in the organization to successfully run organization. So, social awareness is very essential to every leader. With the help of social awareness, leaders get more information about our people like subordinates and employees, and leaders get information about other organizations, policies, and what is the success of their what decisions are lead them as successful. Every business organization wants to be a successful business organization. Every business organization want to be in number one position. So, with the help of social awareness, it will be possible. So, coming to the next one, relationship management. Relationship management. Here we already told that leadership may be viewed as the relationship between the leader and his followers. The relationship may be the leadership may be viewed as the relationship between the leader and his followers. Why this relationship arises? They are working towards a common goal. They are working towards a common goal. Here, leader working with his followers and some other persons. So, compulsory leader maintains relationships with all persons. work, how we can initiate work. So leader must have relationship management quality. So coming to the next one, decisions. In every business organization, decisions plays crucial roles. An effective decision leads to effective results. How effective decisions are done? How effective decisions are taken? Leaders may effective decisions are taken. So decisiveness is very important trait to every leader. Leader may get how we take decisions. We may get some information and choose the right thing from all information and put it into action. Put it into action. So decisiveness. Here leader wants to get some information, more information related to the decision. Related to the decision. Effective leaders always take effective decisions. So here decisiveness is the important right to every leader. And coming to the next one, ethical. Ethical means values. An ethical leader always be value person. An ethical leader always suggests his employees in ethical manner. When we contain ethical leader, subordinates may get feel relief. Subordinates may get the leader is efficient leader. The leader is an ethical leader. So here the results of the organization also ethical. The ethical values are very essential to every leader. And coming to the next one, communication skills. Communication skills. It is very essential right to everyone and every leader. Communication skills. We know that communication means exchange of information between two or more persons. Exchange of information between two or more persons. Leader dealing with several persons. Here leader dealing with several persons. So he mustly communicate with others. He mustly communicate with his followers, management, other organization authorities and government departments and others. And how politics are affect our organizations. So with the help of communication skills, effective communication skills, leader will get good results. And coming to the next one, creativity or creative. Actually, a high performance leader is creative in his work. So creativity is very essential to every organization. With the help of creative leaders, organization does new things and innovative things, and their products or their visions or their ways are newly invented or newly established. So creative leaders always essential to every organization. We already told that without effective leadership, no organization will thrive. So coming to the next one, and another trait is internal locus of control. Internal locus of control. Students, life is full of distractions. An effective leader knows how to control and how to block all distractions of life. With the help, the leader who have internal locus of control are favored by his members. Because when we have internal locus of control, we must know about our members, team members, and also know about their skills and their efficiencies and disefficiencies and their strengths and weaknesses. So how we know how to behave with them, how to motivate them, how to encourage them. So we know how to take decisions in different situations. And coming to the next one, courageous. Next one, courageous. Leader must be courageous in every situation. Leader must be courageous enough to taking in every process. Leaders are dealing with several persons. Leaders are taking decisions. When the time of taking decisions, every decisions of organization may causes organizations profits or organizations efficiencies or organizations effectiveness. One decision can put organization in high level, and same one decision can downs the organization name and fame. One decision can increases organization's name and fame and goodwill. So here leader must very courageous when taking decisions and very careful in taking decisions. So leader getting information and courageous. So courageous is very important and essential right to every leader. And coming to the next one, motivating skills. Leader not only self-motivated, they have the skill of motivating skills. They have this. They have to be motivate his people. Without efficient work of our subordinates, no leader can successful. So the leader who have motivating skills by the way of different situations, to encourage them in delegating works in different situations, in new decisions are taken, and new projects are taken, and new establishments are taken. In different situations, leader must motivate every subordinate or employees. These are the traits of leadership, and these all are very essential traits to every leader. I already told that a trait is a genetically determined character. So, leaders having these type of traits, with the help of these traits, leaders may get successful leaders. They may get successful results. Thank you, students. All the best.